Oh,
How's it going today? Patricia,
good.
how's the weather down there?
That's pretty good. It's starting to get hot. Texas, right? So,
Yeah. Yeah, I'm kind of blown away how hot it gets. I went there in one year in April, San Antonio, and it was still really fucking hot. I just couldn't believe it. I was like, Jesus, I don't even get seasons.
yeah.
So, but hey, thanks for coming on
hmm
after all these years.
yeah.
But it's cool. I have to be patient, life happens. So,
Yeah, I've been really busy. I have like a ton of commissions, so like I'm working one after another, so
right.
I really have time. Yeah.
Well, I appreciate you coming on. I get it, this is for fun, so
hmm
appreciate you being part of it. So I always find it interesting you told me you said that you're originally from Brazil.
Yeah.
And so how did you get from like what made you want to go to Texas from Brazil?
Well, at the time, like it was 97, and my ex-husband at the time I was married, and he had this job that they were opening another branch here and in Dallas. So he was transferred there. So I went with him. And then we came to Houston and stayed here. And then, then I got a divorce and but I'm still here. So
Right, right. That's how it goes.
yeah.
Yeah, it's funny. I in my 20s I met a woman from Chicago and I think I legitimately did fall in love with her, I really did, and then because she convinced me to move to Chicago, and then we broke up a couple years after, but then I ended up falling in love with Chicago, so
Oh.
I get it.
Mhm. Yeah, I mean, we already had a house here and everything. I'm not, I would move. I think Texas is too hot. I prefer
Yeah?
cooler.
Really?
Yeah.
Like, would you stay in the States, or would you go back to
No,
Brazil?
no, no. I don't want to go back to Brazil. I'm very used to things here. My
Yeah?
kids were born here.
Oh, okay.
They would never get used. I mean, they're adults now, but like, my
Yeah,
family's here, so
yeah. Oh, you're established, so why would you go back?
yeah.
Right on. What so you started what did you start your business, your art career there or in Brazil?
Well, in Brazil, I went to school there for 2 years, to art school. Um, but I only started working like, doing commissions, getting paid and stuff like around 2004 when I was already here because of the
Oh,
internet.
okay.
You know, you post your stuff online and you get more people to see it, so it's different.
Right.
Yeah.
Nice. So you don't go through, like, galleries or anything or deal with it like that?
No, I never did that. I think it would be hard. Like if it was like the 90s and I was trying to do this and there was no internet, I think it would be hard for me because it's a hard business. Like like it's
Yeah.
not easy to get people to have your art in a gallery or anything like that. You need to know the right people,
Right.
and so because of the internet, then you still showcase your stuff and a lot of people will see it,
Right.
and so that's why it worked for me.
Who are, like, your favorite artists? Like,
Hmm. Oh,
do you
I
have
have
them?
so many. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
I like a bit of everything. I like the old ones, like like if you want to see realistic paintings and stuff like that. I prefer that kind of like in the old ones, like Michelangelo and Da Vinci and stuff like that. I really love that stuff. I'm not into abstract or anything like that. So because I like doing portraits, I'm more like inclined to like the stuff that you can actually looks like realism. So
Yeah,
yeah.
nice. Um, do you are you able to, like, live off it? Like, your career, or you have to do a second gig?
I used to have a second job, like, it wasn't a good idea because when I had a job, like, I had no time to paint, and so, like, I wasn't
Right,
making too much money with the job, and in the end, I just said, "I'm gonna quit and I'm gonna focus on the art." And now, like, it started very slow, but, like, once I gained, like, some kind of popularity with my social media and everything, things started to get better. So now it's okay. I'm making enough money, I think.
nice. No, that's great. I
Yeah.
asked it 'cause it's just, it's kind of achievement if you can do any kinda art form of art and, like, make a living off it, like,
Yeah.
that's
I mean,
great.
it's not perfect yet. I would say like a
No,
yeah, but like I'm getting there.
right. No, that's good though. Well, where you based out of?
Huh?
Where are you based out of? Like, Houston or
Yeah, Houston.
Houston? Okay,
Yeah.
nice. Do you have any nice things to say about Houston, or do you like
Well, I'm kind of like I don't go out much. I
Yeah,
would if I was gonna say something. I think I prefer to live somewhere else, but like
yeah, oh, okay.
I'm sure Houston has nice place to go. I'm just not the outgoing person. I like to be at home,
Uh,
paint. So
you're, you're more of a homebody.
yeah, yeah.
Cool. Well, where would you wanna live if you could?
What?
Where would you choose, like, ideally, when you think of a place?
I don't know, like somewhere in the middle. I don't like too cold and I don't like too hot. It would be more like with the weather. A place where it can be like a nice weather. So I don't know, Missouri,
Northwest.
anything like that. Yeah.
I mean, it's like that, like, I'm in Alaska, and it's not like that here fully, but it's starting to get that way, and it's really like that in the Northwest. Like, my son lives in Vancouver, Washington, and, like, last month was it last month or beginning of this month, it started to get really nice, and it's already April, so I'm like, "Oh, that's nice. We wanna move too, but we can't. We have a good little granddaughter here, so."
Mm.
But, yeah. Do you have any, do you have any kind of, like, short-term goals, or are you trying to
Well, my goal is to actually get more uh views on my stuff because the more people see it, the more work I get.
Right.
So I hope to, because there's a lot of like I see a lot of artists who have like tons of followers and they
Yeah.
do well. So I'm starting. So I would say like, my goal would be to at least get say like, yeah, I can pay all the bills with the money and still have some left. That's
Right,
to me,
okay.
that's when I say that I'm gonna be okay.
Yeah, nice. Well, great. Let's see. Well, what kinda art do you do? Like, what do you like to do? What style?
I like to do portraits and so because I like music a lot, I love to paint musicians. So I
Oh,
started doing that like even when I was in school, I would, if you have like, oh, paint a portrait of someone and it would be always a musician. And so I thought, this is where I should go because I'm Gen X and I think most people my age like rock and roll and stuff like that. And I don't see that much lately.
right.
And I think it's important to put that up. So I think
Yeah.
if it can help painting them, then I will.
Nice. Yeah, no, I get it. I feel that, music kind of plays a different role right now than it used to in our
Yeah.
society, like, um yeah, I feel like everything is very corporatized and, um, just, very political,
Mhm. Yeah.
and I'm not opening up that door, but I'm saying it just is, like, for instance, there's a controversy now with, TLC, the group, En Vogue, and Salt and Pepper, and it's based off of, like, politics, and it ended their I think it ended their tour they were gonna do,
Mhm.
and so it's just like it's become like that where it's just this thing all the time, and, um, it kinda sucks, so, more power to you, and, that's you
Yeah, I
know
try to stay away from that. I try to stay away from politics and, religion and things like
Right,
that, because I don't think
right.
music and art shouldn't be, I don't know, some people like to do art, politics about, like, artworks about politics and social problems and stuff like that. Good for them, but I I wanna concentrate on, other stuff,
Yeah.
so
Yeah, I think, yeah, I don't think everybody has to do politics, in their work, but, if you do it, you gotta do it right, and I think a lot of times people play off that, and they become like grifters where they just manipulate
yeah, because that's
the
the thing,
shit.
like, politics and religion are about opinions, and you can have an
Right,
opinion and another person can have a different opinion, and suddenly your art's gonna belong to one side only of that
right,
opinion. So I think if you do art and for beauty and for, just to enjoy it, then it's gonna be for everyone.
yeah,
So that's what I think. You should involve that.
right. Well, cool, well, Patricia, I thank you for coming on,
Mhm.
and I know you're super busy and all that, so, I think that's all I have for today. But maybe, sometime down the road, I would like to talk to you more.
Okay.
I'm gonna come up with some more questions, and you take care and you have a good day, and more power to you in your pursuit of art and independence.
Alright, thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.